Well, 5 Austin police officers are still recovering tonight after a fight with a man on a medical call.
We brought you this breaking news from Southeast Austin last night. A call came from the Town Lake Student Apartments on Pleasant Valley. Austin police say one man forced pills down another man's throat. As KXAN's David Scott reports, that is when dispatchers decided police should go in ahead of EMS.
After a brief chase down South Pleasant Valley, the officers took the suspect down, but that was just the beginning. At one point, and APD is not explaining how, the suspect managed to get a hold of one of the officers' tasers. He began tasing some of the 5 police officers and clubbing the others with the blunt end.
They didn't have the prongs come out and hit them, but the suspect had it in his hand, was holding the trigger down, and it was actively sparking on the end, and he was using that against them as they were trying to subdue him.
One officer suffered a bad scalp wound. There is no word if that suspect was hopped up on something or suffering a mental problem, but dispatcher protocol says when in doubt, back up EMS.
The 911 call takers try to assess what the call is when they're taking that initial call, and if it sounds like something that they're going to need police assistance, they obviously will call us, and EMS will typically stage a block or so away before they approach the scene if it doesn't sound like the scene would be secure for them.
The Austin-Travis County EMS is glad safety personnel have their backs. They estimate that they get backup like that on about a quarter of their calls. But usually it's not as belligerent a case as this one was.
So they are resisting, they're trying to get away, they're trying to hurt themselves or someone else, and it becomes a big scuffle. Now, 2 people on an ambulance, you can only do so much. So that's where the other agencies come in. 3
of the officers worked a full shift Thursday. The other 2 did light duty. The suspect is in jail. David Scott, KXAN News.
APD has not identified that suspect. They say he will likely face a number of charges, including aggravated assault on a peace officer. Officers across the country are put in dangerous situations every day. The latest information from the FBI shows nearly 50,000 officers were attacked while on the job in 2013. That's a rate of 9 officers for every 100. Most officers were hurt while responding to disturbance calls like bar fights and family altercations.